What's up, everybody? We're in our new place. Nah, not really. Just like see
how people don't know how to act. Take the girl out the hood. Take the hood. But anyway,
just right now. But what's up? It is Drinks and Discussion with Melissa Renee
and Evita Nicole,
and we are here. This is our 33 episode. And what are we drinking?
Yeah. Oh, what are we drinking today? So everything is going to be wine inspired. That is my goal for the year. So this is not prune juice, I promise.
It's muddy waters.
But so it's what I did was I took a bottle of red wine, Cabernet, any type of red blend you want to use, and I poured it in a crock pot with a cup of
sorry, y'all. I know what that was.
With a cup of brandy, apple flavored brandy, any kind you want to use, or it doesn't have to be apple flavored brandy. Some simple syrup, and I just let it get nice and warm. It tastes really good.
The aroma feel up.
Oh my God! Yes, it was smelling good. That's why I had to go taste it. I was like, ooh, strong.
So what is this?
But because it's strong, I kind of put a twist on it. So I went ahead and just made it into a sangria. Take Sprite, ginger ale, whatever you want, some ice, some fruit. Everybody got some fruity fruit mix in their freezer because everybody at the beginning of the year on the health kick making smoothies and shit. So I know you got some. Just throw that in there with some ice and ginger ale in your wine, and you're good. Good to go. It tastes really good as a sangria.
Yeah, both of them taste good. Really, very smooth drinks. Very smooth drinks. I really enjoy it.
Thank you.
So let's get into our first topic. Of course, I'm going to go ahead and say trigger alert, or what they say, trigger warning. So if you're going to be triggered by these conversations, please do not watch, okay? Because I am not a counselor, okay? I can't help you. But let's get into this first topic that everybody was talking about.
Ma'am.
With Dwayne Wade.
Because we're going to be talking about it for quite some time now.
Yes, with Dwayne Wade's son, Gabrielle Union. So for those who might not know.
Because you're living under a rock.
It was announced that Dwayne, who actually posted it? Gabrielle Union did, right?
I'm not sure who posted it first. At first, I didn't think it was a big deal. I heard it was, people's giving Dwayne Wade backlash for supporting his son who chooses to take the transgender route. He wants to be identified as a girl, and his new name, I believe, is Zaya or something like that. So I heard about it, but it was like, well, whatever. That's his business. But I felt like then they kept pushing it. And who did they sit down and do? Didn't they do an interview with somebody?
He did an interview he sat down with somebody. I have to go on his page to see who it was that he sat down.
I really didn't care, but it's like that's all you're seeing now is the post. And when I saw Gabrielle Union post, like, you know, they're happy for her. It's like I see the little boy with a crop top on in the picture
with with long nails, child. Long manicure nails. So here's the thing. I think the LGBTQWXYZ. I think I'm gonna just say alphabets. That's disrespectful, ain't it? I feel like
I just feel like this has nothing to do with them as a community. This has something to do with a child. I'm a parent, and I'm a parent of boys, and I'm speaking from the looks of a parent of boys, and just a parent, just children in general.
Period.
Like at what point do we not feel like we're exploiting our children?
Yes, that's and that's how when I heard about it first, I didn't pay no attention to it when it was like posting up talking about Dwayne.
I didn't either.
I thought it was just talking about him and how he dressed, because I've seen pictures of him. Like, he'll have the pictures mostly with Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade. I'll see pictures of him and excuse me, he'll be like hands on the hip, or and I saw that, so I'm like, oh, okay, he might be, that might be his little thing. I don't know.
A little feminine.
I didn't look no more into it. I didn't give it a second thought. It wasn't a big deal. So when I saw people posting about it, I thought that's people, was talking about that, because I'm sitting here like, this boy been doing this, like, why is this a big deal? But then I started to see when there was like, Gabrielle was like, she changed his name and stuff, like they changed his name and stuff like that. And then what just what really bothered me is when Dwayne Wade said his son knew he was a girl since he was 3 years old. The devil is a motherfucking lie.
My son think he's Spider-Man.
The devil is my son don't know what the fuck he is right now. I'm just gonna be real. He don't. You know what I'm saying? My son right now squishes his balls in the water thinking they like little play toys.
They call them grapes.
Grapes.
And everything else.
Beanie weenies. He thinks his private parts are beanie weenies. So it's just to say,
like,
that, how is a 3-year-old gonna know he's a girl when at that age most 3-year-olds ain't identifying with no sexuality? My son ain't identifying to be a boy or a girl. He's a child.
And my son, he's 2, but even in daycare, he doesn't talk about like the little kids like boy or girl.
No.
He uses their name or he says my friend.
Exactly.
That's the term he uses. He doesn't say boy, girl. It's either Connor or Abigail.
Yes.
Or my friend.
The same with my son with his brother and sister. He don't say, oh, the Harmony is a girl. He don't know. All he knows is that's Harmony.
Hell, my 5-year-old, I'm still correcting him between she and
he. That's what my...
Where was your teacher?
Where
was Miss Katrina?
That's what
he went such and such. She, boy, she, like...
That's what my friend said with her daughter. Her daughter, she was like, I'm still correcting my daughter on saying she and he.
Versus he. So how does a child, like, that's something that, if your child comes to you and say, I've always felt like I should be a girl because I'm not a boy. Like, are we immediately saying, yay, we're going to super support you into that? Or are we getting in depth with the conversation to figure out, well, why do you feel this way? And dig deeper to figure something out.
As a parent, and this is all I'm saying in regards to Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union. As parents, your first job is the best interest of your child. Mm-hmm. It's not to forward no agenda. It's not to push what you think that child means or what you think that child feels. Mm-hmm. It's to make sure that you secure his or her best interest. Yep. So if your child comes to you, even with my children, when they come to me, when my son came to me and said, oh, Mama, I want to do band. The first thing I said is, okay, you want to do band? Why? You know what I'm saying? What do you want to play? Is it something you gonna look like you just want to try just to see if
kids come up with stuff all the time, and to make a life-changing moment like that, like even with getting his nails done, I personally look at it like this. He feels that way based off of who he's around the most and what they catered into. I mean, it's possible. I'm not sure, but it's possible. Maybe he hung around Gabrielle quite a lot.
And I ain't gonna lie, child. When you go on that chat, because when you go on that Instagram and look at Gabrielle Instagram, she sure got him plastered all over her Instagram. You only see her what? You only see the other kids of Dwayne Wade. You see them like. I think I went on her Instagram. I might have saw her post up with his other children.
She
like
once.
A lot. She do not post them a lot.
So maybe it's something about her as a mother figure he saw, and the only way that he felt accepted or close to her was to go to the nail shop with her or sit around her while the nail tech was doing her nails and say, oh, that looks nice. And she seemed like the type of like, you like it? You want some? Or if he said, oh, I want some nails, and she just run and do it, you know, like you. Sometimes when you're feeding into stuff that kids say, like you're baiting them more than what they really asking for.
I think that, and it's not just Gabrielle. This is a teachable.
She's not the only.
This is the teachable moment for us as parents. Period. I think sometimes as adults we forget that children are still children and they're impressionable and they're still exploring and figuring themselves out. Shit, I'm 35 years old and I ain't got shit all figured out. So I don't know how the hell a 3-year-old is so definitive in who he is and who he want to be at 3, and we are to believe that he ain't gonna never evolve and feel any way different. Like the life is about adjusting and adapting. Life is about evolving. We're always growing. Right. We always evolving. We're never going to be the same. But in that sense, I still feel like that's what parents should be teaching. Mm-hmm. What you should be teaching your children, not to say that this is who you are and I'm going to support what you should be teaching is you're ever evolving. So you may feel this way now and I'm going to support the way you feel right now. But I want to let you understand that you may not feel this way later on. You know what I'm saying? So you treat a situation to prepare them so that they can understand, like, you don't want to go rush and do something and you change your mind about
stuff. My name when I was growing up.
Yeah,
I was like, Mom, I want to change my name. I don't want my name to be Evita. I want to change it to something else.
Yeah.
You know, and if she just ran and followed me up, but I like my name.
But my problem is this. Why is Gabrielle Union introducing that child and I want to introduce the world to Zaya? Like, where's his mama at? And how do she? Well, I'm going to put the T on that child because, see, the T I got from that is that the mama got a gag order. She don't have custody. They took custody of the child. It's alleged that when she went to court and they had the divorce, it's alleged that the guardian malitum and everybody was in agreement for the children to be in the mother's custody, but the judge overruled what they said and gave the children to Dwayne Wade. Now, this is all alleged. It could not have happened that way, but I'm saying if it did, that's a hard thing because he's a celebrity.
And I don't know what the relationship is with the mother, but that would be something to wonder about hard. Like, if he's not with his biological mother as much as, because all children are different. So he may have been the one who needed to be, under his mother wing a little bit longer, a little bit more than the others. Like some of my kids, like Elijah doesn't care to sit up under me. Mm-hmm. Hell, I was out of town and I'm thinking I'm surprising him by riding with his daddy to pick him up. He still he was happy to see his daddy. Daddy, let me tell you what, and then it was like, oh, hey, Mom. That's how he is. Yeah. It's like, but Jacob on the other hand was just like,
he's a mama's boy.
He loves his mama. So maybe he just needed more affection and attention from his mother, and the only person that was there was Gabrielle. And everybody does not know how to be a stepmom or a step
parent. People don't know their boundaries.
You're right.
People don't know their boundaries. And furthermore, with that situation is, I could only imagine how that mother feels that, for one, you have a gag order, so you can't speak on anything in regards to your child, excuse me, his father, nothing. And then you got to look at another woman exploit and parade your child on fucking the internet. Like, this is a child that y'all are, like, for one, like, look, like, I say Will and Jada, for one. Like, I've never thought that when certain little rumors came up about Jaden or Willow, I never thought that they was trying to be hush-hush private. I just thought they respected their children's privacy and respected them to be able to live their life, because it's already hard enough being a byproduct of celebrity parents, that on top of that, I'm going to take you, and anytime somebody discussing you, I'm going to parade you and put you out there and all of that kind of stuff. Some shit ain't the public business. You can support your child in whatever they want to be without having to parade it around the fucking world. You know what I'm saying? You could have posted your pictures up with your child with his hair or his hair done, and you ain't got to explain shit to nobody, because it ain't none of their business.
You could allow the media and whoever to say, well, why is he wearing this? Does he identify this, that, and the third? And you could have simply had no comment and keep moving about your business.
My child, he's a child. He's exploring. He's getting to know himself. That's what he's doing.
And that's how he expresses himself. So.
Like, hey, are you finna tell me this boy came to you and said, hey, daddy, hey, Mama Gab, or whoever she called him. She probably got the child calling her mama child. Just getting the vibe, what I get from her. She probably got you could call me your mom. You have two mothers. Child, honey. But anyways, Mama Gabby. Mama Gabby. But anyways, the whole thing about it is, did he come to her or him and say, hey, I feel like I'm a girl, identify as a girl. Can you please put this on your Instagram? And can you go to the news media? And can you go and you talk about this? And can you post up my pictures and share and make this whole...
What was his name before?
I want to say, was it Zaire?
I need to look that up.
I don't know. But did this child go and ask for this? This is my thing. If this child didn't say this is what he wanted you to do, why are you doing that? And Gabrielle, why are you of all people to me doing that? Because you are, I don't care how much you are his step parent. You are the bonus mother. You are not his birth biological mother. And I feel like I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have posted him up and introduced him to the world. Like, that's something I would have let his father do. And that's something I would have let his mother do. And once they did it, then I might say something and post it up. But I wouldn't have took on and did that. Like, that shit is out of line and out of pocket in so many ways. It's just so many things that's wrong with this situation. Like, bump the boy wanting to be a girl. Bump him identifying with the girl. It's so many things wrong with how they handled this situation, because this is a child and they're adults and they supposed to be thinking for the best benefit of the child, not what they think is going to make shockwaves or, we're part of plastering him like he the poster boy for a transgender little boy. Did he ask you to do that? Did he say, I want to be the poster child for trans? He didn't ask y'all to do that. I know that child ain't asked that. And let's put this on top of everything else. You got him dressing like a girl. He's 12 years old. Mm-hmm. He got on a halter crop top with his stomach out and damn long ass nails. Now, maybe it's just me, but I don't see too many parents out here letting their 12-year-old little girl walk around with a fucking crop top with their belly out and with their long nails on. Cause if we did, that's grown. That's very grown. We are sexualizing her. She's 12 years old, and we're sexualizing a 12-year-old by the way we are allowing her to dress. All of these things will be said, but because he's a little boy, this is okay? Like, this is okay? Because it's still predators out there. Just because he a little boy, it ain't like it ain't predators out there. And you putting your child out there for prey for these predators. And so when motherfuckers start switching their identity and trying to come to his Instagram or in his inbox trying to act like they little kids too, and they like, you don't set your children up and exploit them and set them up for bait. That's just, I'm sorry. That was just wrong in all courts. Like, y'all got mad about T.I. talking about his daughter Hyman, but you don't see nothing wrong with these two grown people talking about their 12-year-old sexuality.
Why is that even
all
a topic
over the goddamn internet?
That's not even an appropriate topic at 12 years old to blast all over. You know, like if your child needs to sit down and talk to you about that, then y'all have that conversation. You know, you keep that within your family, but you don't sit and it's just we're allowing kids when they as soon as a child says and we're gonna stick it out with the boys because so far only the boys seem to make mainstream media about it.
Okay.
So it seems like as soon as a boy say, "I want to be a girl, I want to identify as a girl," because I've always felt this way. It's like let's pull out the dresses and the nails and do a big Sweet 16 blowout for this boy because this is awesome. But let's reverse that to if he came to his parents. A girl came to her parents talking about, I think I'm ready to have sex now. You want to know why at such a young age she's making this decision. You know, where is she getting this from? Like, that's just...
So wait a minute. You want to have sex now? Oh, wait, you got a little boyfriend? No. I just want to express myself. I want to have sex. And Rose says, you know, we shouldn't slut shame and we shouldn't hide the fact that we are women and we like sex. And I want to explore my sexuality and I want to have sex. I don't see nobody on here talking about announcement. My daughter wants to have sex.
She wants to be able to express herself sexually however she pleases. When mothers do say that, they getting a bunch of backlash. But let a little boy come say, "I want to identify as a girl." It's like, you better not say he can't. You better not say he can't. You old prejudice. What you got something against the LGBT? What is it? It's all them. I don't know. It's too many letters. Nobody has anything like I don't even think this has anything to do with
it. Doesn't have nothing to do. It doesn't. It has nothing to do with his coming out. It has more. I would say my concern is more on how they're exploiting him. It has less to do with what he identified as, because I feel like y'all could have kept that to yourself. Meaning, like, and I'm not saying hide him. Like, you could have posted whatever pictures you wanted to post or whatever, but let him live his life. If you want to walk down the street and y'all going out to dinner and he wearing that, let him. But I just do not feel like it was their place to plaster him all around. Like, this is the moment he's discovering himself. So let him discover. You know what I'm saying? Let him feel like it's got to be so hard. Like, let's think about this. You're 12 years old. You feel like you like dressing up in girls' clothing. You like wearing the head and you like this stuff. You probably already got people like maybe saying little things and picking on you. Because you already got people watching you because you're a byproduct of a celebrity family. So then to put on top of that, you 12 years old, you going through, you know, figuring out whether, you know, you identify with a girl. Yeah. You identify with the girl. Not only that, let's not talk about the hormones of what teenagers go through, period. Of you know, all the stuff that they go through. Then on top of that, you got your parents posting all of this up. So when you going through that little moment at the times where you might be going through, like, is it worth this right now? Or are you sitting to yourself and you like, you know, because we've all been through stuff like this as young people. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you can't, that's all over with now because they done broadcast it to everywhere. So now you got to deal with what the public got to say.
Be a phase is, you know, something that you have to do a whole backtrack statement on because you just took something and ran with it at the age of 12. At the age of 12,
because what
you
if
can't even get a driver's license?
Because wait a minute,
age of 12.
what if he? Because and then here's another thing. It's two things. he said he identifies with a girl. Did y'all have a conversation with him and say, does he like boys? Because just because you identify and say you will dress up like a girl, you know what I'm saying, don't mean he likes boys.
That does not mean he likes boys.
Okay? So that hasn't been cleared and put out there like that and said. That's for one. For two, let's say he is gay and he do like boys. And maybe him wanting to dress up, maybe as he get older, you know what I'm saying, he start looking at certain things, he realized, like, I'm gay, but, you know.
Or maybe
I don't want to dress up like no girl no more.
Let's be realistic but wait a minute. On how kids think, too, when you bring up maybe he does like boys. Mm-hmm. Maybe he does. And there's a boy he feel like maybe if I'm this way, he would be attracted to me. You just never know.
So he dressing up thinking that the guys he like, they looking at girls and they into girls, and maybe he thinking he gotta dress up and be this way to get these type of guys' attentions. Like, you just don't understand and you don't know. But if at any moment in time, maybe he get to find himself and say, you know what, like, fuck that shit, you know, like, I've come to learn to love myself. Bump that. I'm going to dress the way I want to. If today I want to, you know, dress up like a girl, I will. If tomorrow I want to dress up like the boys, none of that. That boy going to have people questioning him for the rest of his life with anything he do about this shit y'all done post all everywhere. So even if he get older,
not going to be like.
So even if he gets older and like feels like, well, that's the past, it's a new chapter, people gonna keep bringing that shit up, because that's why Jussie Smollett won't do no damn interviews. Because what you think the first thing people gonna say?
Let's talk about the line.
So my thing at the end of the day is
I just feel like a Gayle King ass motherfucker.
I just feel like you have to be very careful on the way that you approach things with children, because that's not the state they're going to be in. That's not the way they're going to think and feel for the rest of their lives. So you don't want to do anything that could be damaging, and you don't want to do anything that can, you know, be some type of baggage or damage on them for the rest of their life, because you decided to take things in your own hands and do things the way you want to versus the way it should have been done. You know what I'm saying? Now let's get on to this Gabrielle Union, because I want to talk about step parents and the bonus parents and stuff like that. Now the problem that I kind of see with that situation is like, okay, you got a gag order on this lady, but they say, but allegedly is that she's still very much active in those children's lives, right?
Mm-hmm. She's very active, but she cannot say much.
She can't say much.
She can't speak on
so
it.
My thing is, why don't y'all ever, like, one thing I do appreciate about Will and Jada is that when you will see some pictures of Will, Jada, Cherie, his oldest son Trey, Jaden, and Willow. You see that. And I feel like that's important if you can have that situation, because, you know what I'm saying, it helps the children. You know what I'm saying?
It does.
It's
now,
very
personally,
helpful for
that
children.
would never happen in my situation.
But
however, my husband would not ever take the role to do something as far as, you know, like my ex won't ever have like an order to where he can't say anything. Like, that's not fair. But the child's
stepmama, she can
talk freely on how she feels
about her own child.
Yeah, like, no, that's not cool.
You can just talk about whatever you want, but I gotta sit over here like old man in the back, like, you know,
I don't care how much money I
Sophia.
got. If he want to run his mouth, let him run his fucking mouth. I ain't want his ass no more. But at the end of the day, it's like, I feel like her gag order should have only been in place for things that happened while they were together in a relationship.
Yes.
But if she wants to speak on her child, I'm going to speak on my child. They just have to sue me. You just have to sue me. Sue me. Shit, I'll speak, even if she's for it. I'm going to speak about my child.
Another thing that I want to know too, and I'm not inside their situation, I don't know. I'm just going back off what I see. And on Gabrielle Union's Instagram, like I said, I see a lot of her posting of her daughter, and then, their daughter, and I see them posting of the little boy now, or girl, whatever. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I'm just, yeah. Well, so anyways, I seen them post of his son and his daughter a lot, right? But Dwayne Wade has two oldest sons. And I noticed I only see the oldest son like here and there. And it makes me wonder because, it's like for you to be in those kids' life that long, like, where is it at to where we don't really see? Because clearly you got a bond with this child, right. Zayden. So where's the bond with his other two kids? Where's that at? Why don't we see you? You know what I'm saying? Now, it could be them kids, child. They could be like, I don't fool with her like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It could be. Now, I won't put them on that because one thing we know about being step parents, when you come into a child's life at a certain age, if they are already fond of their relationships with their parents that they have. And some kids may feel like when you coming in the picture, you trying to take my mama's place or my dad's place. You're not my mom, and I want that to be apparent and stuff like that. So I understand that, and I do feel like as a bonus parent, you don't force that on them. You know what I'm saying? Like you still treat them, like you would treat your own as much as they will allow. You know what I'm saying? But if you're a real affectionate, huggy person, you hug your kids, and when you try to hug them, they kind of like don't force that on them because it's going to make them uncomfortable and it's going to make a bad situation. So it'll
come naturally. I mean, just from my experience, raising a stepchild years ago with my ex, it's very easy when you have a child at such a young age for them to crave for a mother's attention and really want that attention. Now, at first, she, mama be to this, mama be to that, but she just, I miss my mom. I want to go home with my mom. She wanted her mom, explain to her, your mom getting stuff situated. She's going to come back for you. And because I got her little brother here, and as he's getting older, she's seeing the things I'm doing with him. He's just a baby at the time, but she sees what a mother figure is. Okay, she's feeding him, she's feeding me. She gives him a hug, she gives me a hug. She's doing my hair, she's getting me dressed, she getting my brother dressed. She's doing mother things. So it went from Mama Vita to mom. Don't forget, you have a mom, but if you want to call me that, that's fine. I'm not saying you can't call me that, but just remember you do have a mom. Let's call your mom. And then slowly it became mom, and her mother didn't like that. I never told her child to call me mama, ever. I wasn't going to keep telling her not to call me mama either, but I was doing mother things. So even with Gabrielle, she was doing certain things to where that child just felt like, in order for me to get this affection that I want from a mother figure, that I have to do exactly what she wants me to do, I'm going to do it because I want a mother's attention. And it's up to a grown-up to see that. And be clear, it's not that she's saying that Gabrielle was saying she had to do that. It's that when children feel like when you meet somebody and you like this person, kids sometimes tend to do things that they, like if I come to you and I say, hey, look at me play this video game, and you like, oh, okay, that's nice. But if I say, oh, look at this song I wrote, and I'm singing, and I'm like, oh, wow, that's great. Look. You see, he made a song, and sometimes kids be like, "Oh, I get attention from that. She was really impressed
by me into that. So you know what? Maybe I'll do that more because she really, really liked that versus
and
something
it may
else.
not be intentional. I'm not saying it was intentional on her part. I'm not even saying it's revolved around her at all.
Yeah,
there are all kind of possibilities. But I've just put things together from her interview on Red Table Talk and how she talked about, you know, pretty much being an insecure woman. You know, and when you're an insecure woman, and if you feel like people have it out for you, sometimes you're a little damaged, and you don't even realize how you treat children either.
Child.
So, I mean, it's a possibility.
Cause come on, let's come with it now. Let's come with it.
It's just
if you was right here on your little apology campaign talking about how you was a mean girl and you was mean to people, bitch, let's not act like you ain't been mean
to them kids.
Like you might have not projected some things on them kids. And we not saying you were trying to be yeah, it wasn't intentional. And you might not even have, you know, it wasn't intentional, and you may not have even like, you know what I'm saying? It might have been little things you did and say. I'm just saying. Because
how you acted personally, I'm gonna just say personally, how you acted is, you know, as a person,
it wasn't
what I saw.
It wasn't
in all
your movies.
Honestly, she was never my favorite actress. Why I say, because I see the same person in every movie.
When she came out and said she was a mean girl, nobody wasn't surprised. Because you act like Eva. I mean, you act like Deliver Me from Eva. You act in every damn movie. Daddy's girl, you was the same obnoxious mean girl. So I and you know what? It is true, because it was this reality show she had. Not she had, but she was on it a quick minute. It was on, I want to say VH1 for a short minute. It was called Blood, Sweat, and Heels. And it was on there for a little bit, and one of the women were friends with her. I think they were her hairstylists and friends, and they were doing her hair. And when she was talking to them girls, because they was like, what's going on? Like, you know, they was, oh, Gabrielle. And she was sitting there, girl, yes, because I'm going to tell you, this is how it goes. You gotta get yourself together. You gotta get it together. Because I wish I can pull up that clip so you can see how she acted. And when I saw that, I was like, bitch, I knew you was delivering from me. But like, it just was like, I was like, and they was just brawling. And to me, I felt like she enjoyed that. She enjoyed being that woman who looked like she had it all together. And everything was in line. And it was like, it was a smug and arrogance to her. So when she apologized for how she treated Jada and how all that stuff was, I was like, I wasn't surprised. Like, I was the mean girl. Girl, you just realized that we knew that already, child. So in saying that, we are just saying that maybe for those older two, maybe, you know what I'm saying, your personality traits of how you was, could influence the way these children interact with you. It's no different even from being a parent. That's why I had to change I used to be very impatient. And, you know, it wasn't necessarily why I was just impatient with them either. Mm-hmm. But if they see me around the house fussing about something else and getting easily teed off about something else, not even them, they're gonna be a little like,
they'll bring, you know, they're like, I ain't even about to poke the angry bell over there.
Exactly.
Her to bite my head
so
off.
At the end of the day, it's just so many variables that's there. So we can't look at things always from a, you know, if we want to look at the glass half full or the glass half empty based on our experiences. And I get it with the LGBTQ community. I get how y'all would associate that as people feeling some type of way, like, because y'all, you know, it's easy when you sit
in them to be a movement. I feel like, you know, someone, because, you know, when someone does something wrong with, you know, to their community, they band together and they're very vocal about it. But when are you guys going to be vocal about children who are making these decisions and they're just children? You know, I'm not saying that for some of them, because some of them be like, oh, well, I always felt such and such, or felt
Yeah,
this,
I felt
that,
it
or
from when I
that,
was 12.
that's fine. And now, it's more widely accepted. But that doesn't mean that just because every child is you.
Yeah.
Every child is not you. Every child, and just because you choose to be feminine, maybe they need someone like who has been there, who said, well, I've always, had feminine tendencies. I always felt this way. But that doesn't necessarily mean because I liked fashion that I needed to put on a dress.
Bruce Jenner. Because Bruce dressed like a woman, got titties.
I mean, if you want to do it, that's fine, but you're an adult.
And he's still fucking with me, child. So I'm just saying.
You're an adult. Like, allow a child to, like, you kids have to learn that you got to explore and experience certain things before you take a strong leap to stamp something. And this is just what it is. Yeah. Like, we got to be real.
So here's the thing. We'll tell children, like, when a child applies for college, parents will tell the child, well, apply to more colleges. No, Mom, but I really want to go here. Listen, you need to apply to more colleges. You need to weigh your options. You don't know how you're going to feel. If you don't get accepted to this college, what you going to do? So, you don't put all your eggs in one basket. You need to sit and, do things accordingly to, So my thing is, if parents would tell a child to, think about things and do things a certain way based off of making a college decision, why can't you tell your child who's coming to you say, well, I'm a girl? Like, okay, that's what you choose. That's what you want to be, and that's how you feel right now. That's fine, but we're not going to make any drastic.
Yeah, I would appreciate the honesty.
Yeah, we're not gonna make any drastic things. We ain't gonna give you no hormones. We're not changing your gender.
We're not changing
because
your name either.
We don't know if this is the way you're going to continuously feel by the time you get to another age. You know what I'm saying? So explore. Do what you need to do. When you get to the point where you 18 or 19 or 20 and 21 and you like, hey, Mom, like, I still feel the way I feel, then if that's what you choose to do, that's what you choose to do. But keep in mind, child, because they don't want to talk about them articles out there about them grown people who don't win and got them sex changes and then they trying to reverse them.
They're called detransitioning.
Okay.
They're trying to detransition.
But they try to keep that on the hush. They don't want you to know about that.
Yeah. Like, shit, sometimes you date people that you shouldn't have dated and be like, can I get them years back?
Can I get the pussy that I gave back? Yeah. You been wanting to take that back. Give me my pussy, nigga. I ain't gonna give it pussy back. The time back. Shit.
You can't get back.
So the whole point comes at the end of the day. If you have adults who are getting, what is it?
Going through a detransition.
If they're going through a detransition and they're trying to reverse getting a sex change,
it's not even that they're.
This is an adult.
Now they're not even getting like anything done to their genitalia. It's just the hormone taking the hormone. Girls who got facial hair now who don't want facial hair, but bitch, you've been taking testosterone. Now they got to go through all of that.
So if an adult can feel this way, you think it's impossible for children to, not be so sure too and going with them? Because I ain't gonna say nothing, but let's be real. I know plenty of girls I went to school with who was diehard gay and got kids and fucking niggas. I'm just saying.
Happy.
And what? And happy with the dick. Hop on the dick and they hopping. Is they hopping on the dick?
Hopping on it. Twerking on it.
And let's not talk about them guys who was, and they got pussy. I'm just saying. And let's not talk about guys who have openly said in college they've experimented with a guy, but it wasn't their thing. After they didn't want to do that. So the whole point I'm saying is that in life, we go through levels and phases and changes in life. So you don't want to sit there and make something so permanent with your child who has not even fully developed mentally, physically, emotionally yet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Why are you going to take this and run with it so soon? If he said that shit at 18, then you do that shit when he an adult and he solidified in what he want to be. And I can't even say 18 in all cases, because shit, the way I felt at 18, it's not the fucking way I feel now. Because 18, I was trying to be a stripper.
The thought crossed. Child, we was moving to Florida. My bony ass was about to do something, but I was gonna go to school.
we was gonna strip and pay for college.
I was gonna go to school.
Listen, the whole point is we have things in our head and our mind, child, that we come across and we go through phases every day. And I'm not saying, and when I say phase, it's not to demean to say that, oh, this is just a phase, how people say it. But I'm saying phase because it's transitioning. It's evolving in life. You go from one period of your life, and maybe that particular thing may stay the same. And then maybe it changes. And maybe you go back to that place again. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, you give your child room to do those things. You don't pin them and you don't put them into a box to where now maybe they feel pressure because they don't let you take it this far. They feel pressure not to say, I changed my mind. You know what I'm saying? That's like when Jada say Willow did the music. You know what I'm saying? And Willow was doing
she wanted to
music.
quit.
And then she was like, I'm done. And they was like, well, no, Willow, we not done.
No, you got tours.
So she was like, no, I'm done. You know? Like, now imagine if they was like, you gonna do this shit and actually tried to push that girl. What kind of damage, what kind of psychological damage, and what they would have been pushing their child into. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, she could have been a whole drug addict out here because she's trying to cope with the fact that she's doing something that she changed her mind and she don't want to do anymore. Yeah. So the whole point about it is let children be children. And this is another thing I want to add. Stop emphasizing stupid shit. Like adults, stop projecting your adult mind and reasoning, your adult logic onto children. Okay? When you see your son sitting over there playing with his sister's doll, stop projecting your adult mind onto that child. Talking about, put that thing down, put that toy down. That's for girls. Mm-hmm. That child don't know shit about a doll baby being for girls and G.I. Joes being for boys. All that child know is, I see this toy. I saw my sister playing with it. Now I'm picking it up. Or I see this little thing that look like how my mama take care of my little baby brother or sister. So
Manny calls his teddy bear a baby. It's his baby.
Where's
my baby? It's his baby.
And you don't sit there and say, you ain't got no babies. That's a bear. And dolls is for girls. Like, stop projecting your adult mentality, intelligence, reasoning, logic.
But I'm not running and buying him a baby doll.
Exactly. Exactly.
He calls his little teddy bear a baby.
You know why? Because, and the same thing with my son. My son walking around with my daughter, baby doll, and he carries it, and he pats the back and takes care of it, and he brings it to me sometimes and tells me to watch it.
Watch it, yeah.
Watch his damn baby. And I told him I don't watch no goddamn kids. But the whole point about it is, when we take my son to pick out a toy, and nobody don't say shit to our kids. Mm-hmm. We take them on every damn aisle. My son ain't never walked up and said, oh, I want that baby. I want that baby doll. You know what I'm saying? And if he did point and say he want the baby doll, he want the baby doll. The whole point about it is that I feel like we project things in the same way that parents can project, oh, that's a girl toy, that's a boy toy. It's the same way a parent can say, oh, he's playing with the baby doll. You want a doll, baby? You want a baby doll?
You know,
I'm gonna buy.
Yes.
I'm gonna buy. Okay, I'm gonna buy you a baby doll. It's like we're putting to. He playing with a doll, baby, so he must be like dolls.
Must be like dolls. Shit,
he walking in my shoes.
Kids, he likes to cook. We got him a kitchen. Did we run and get him the pink cutesy kitchen? No. His auntie actually got him that kitchen. But it's neutral. It's gender neutral. It's a gender neutral kitchen.
The whole point about it is stop projecting your adult reasoning and logic onto these kids. They kids. They don't know shit about at them ages. They're just looking at toys as toys. Maybe because it's shiny. Maybe because it's colorful. Maybe because it reminds them of their mama. Maybe because it reminds them of their little sister. Maybe because my son like playing with toy guns. We don't let him play with it outside the house. But my son like to play with toy guns.
Girl,
Do you think my son like to play with toy guns because his daddy say, get this gun? You think my son like to play with toy guns because we picked it out and we buy him? No. You think my son like to play toy guns because he's a thug and he watch thug movies? No. My son likes guns because he think he is Fortnite. Because he watched his brothers play Fortnite. That's it. That's as simple as it gets. And that's what I'm saying.
Girl, I got
like
one
these
who think he a honey.
These children, when it comes to why they do things, it ain't as complex as we make it, people.
No, it's not.
They're just children. Let them live their life.
Right.
Let them explore. Stop reading more into shit than what the fuck it is. If you ask them, I don't know. That's just my feeling on it. I just feel like we be doing too much for these kids. We do too much. In the same way, like I said, that somebody can project their feelings or insecurities on a child by saying what they can't play with. It's the same way you can project your insecurities. Maybe you always wanted a little girl because you identify with that and you don't know how to relate to little boys. So when you see your child walking in your shoes, and he could just be walking in them because they red and he like the color red, but you done project on him that he must be want to be a girl because he walking in my shoes, even though at that age he don't know shit about identifying with no particular sexuality.
I used to like dressing my little brother. My mama be so mad. We'll put him on.
Kevin.
All the dresses we couldn't wear no more. And put a little hat on and a purse. And get a pair of my mama's shoes.
Kevin.
Oh, she'd be so
Kevin,
mad.
I did not approve of this.
So mad.
She would get that shit off him.
Yeah, take that shit off her son. We was playing dress up. It was fun with him.
And
it was cute stuff we couldn't wear no more.
And it wasn't that you was looking at him because you was trying to make him a girl. You was just he was a live.
It was a fun
live dog.
Yes.
A live dog. So that's my thoughts about it. But as far as like the step parent situation goes, I do feel like depending how you came into a child's life, there are boundaries as step or bonus parents, if you want to call it, that you have to respect.
Oh, that's what they call them now? Bonus parents?
Yeah, we're bonus parents, and we have bonus children. You didn't hear Will and Jay. You didn't hear Jada said that about her bonus kids. I have bonus kids. Because people was getting upset with Gabrielle because when she was talking about her sons, and people was like, that was disrespectful.
What?
When she was like, yeah, my sons, and people really got upset with her about, they was like, well, that's disrespectful. And I was like, I don't think it was disrespectful.
No,
but now that I'm looking at the situation, y'all got a gag order on the mama, and the mama can't talk, that could be taken a little disrespectful. Because it's as if you're trying to cut the mama out the picture. So if you have stepkids, and even if you, especially if they're older stepkids, like, you know, just out of respect for the other parent, you know what I'm saying? Like, these are my stepchildren. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we used to put a lot of emphasis on saying stepkids because, if we say, because, child, you know, back in the day, if you say your stepkids, people look at you like, child, I tell you, right there.
I just feel awkward on how I word things. But like when people ask me how many kids I have, I say, you know, I have 5, but I do have to quickly say I only had 4 biologically because they'd be like, you had 5 kids? I did not have all 5. No.
And then some parents,
-1.
Some parents feel a certain type of way. I say stepkids when I be like, I have 3 kids. I have 2 stepkids because honestly, I don't be feeling like explaining if I say, oh, I have 5 kids. Oh, then the next thing I'm gonna say is, how old is the oldest?
How old
and that's 23. Well, how you had a 23? You know what I'm saying? So no, I got 2 stepkids. I have 3 kids. I don't mind saying stepkids because they have an active mother in their life who takes care of them. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I don't mind saying that. And honestly, I think it's appropriate for me to say that because we live in the same city. And what if I'm around here talking about this my son, and then she come around and she be like, oh yeah, my son, like a school or something. And they be like, oh, well, so you're his mom? You know what I'm saying? So like, I just, when it comes to certain things, I would just prefer just to say stepmother out of respect for the parent, and you know what I'm saying, so that things don't seem so complex. But if you had a child and that parent isn't in the life and you came in that child's life when they were at a young age, I could understand that because the bond is different. Yes. And I don't care what nobody's saying. People act like it ain't. Yes, it is. It is. Having a bonus child and coming into a child's life when they're little and impressionable versus when they're 6, 7, yes, when they like 6 and up.
Because my 6-year already told me, so if you and daddy don't work out, I'm going to just see you on the weekend. Like, JoJo see his daddy on the weekend? Yes. You absolutely
child, and don't feel guilty about it. Because, honey, child, if my kids won't stay, if my kids won't stay with their daddy,
I guess so.
I'm going to go ahead. It ain't hurting mine at all. And I ain't going to feel guilty.
Son, I'm going to need you to put that right. No, you don't. No, you don't.
And you can call me a trifling mama all you want. All she do is run the street. That's okay. As long as my children know what it is. It don't matter. So, has it been an hour yet? Oh. Okay. It's been an hour, so let's clean.
Yes, I'm going to rest. It's kind of heavy. Got a little something now.
And y'all, this is up for debate. When this is up, definitely put y'all comments in, express how you feel. I don't stray away from anybody. We're not gonna get mad. These are your feelings.
Saying they hate LGBT people or transgender people. I don't hate nobody.
And
I'm just saying.
Am I wrong if I don't want y'all to refer to me as cisgender? I'm just saying.
I don't know what that is. All I know is
it's heterosexual. Basically, when did we have to change heterosexual? I'm not offended by being called heterosexual. They said cisgender is a person who identifies with the sex is a person who aligns with the sex they were born as. So meaning if you born as a woman, you identify as a woman. I'm just saying, and only reason I'm saying I don't with the cisgender is because how you get to come, and I've been calling myself straight and heterosexual for years and centuries, and you get to change and call me a cisgender, but I can't change. But you get mad when I say LGBTQYZ XYLP. You get mad if I husband call me. Well, let's clean. Let's clean. Clink, y'all.
Who funkin' with me? I'm but I don't need no grit. Hey, so don't fun again.